Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Land Matters. It matters that it is land, and there are matters on land, like I've always said, lazima tuelewe, tujue, tufafanue. Ndio tuweze kujua vile tunaweza kuishi kwa hii kitu ambayo inaitwa ardhi. Sisi wote, we live on it peacefully, sustainably, and profitably for the future. My name is Abigail Mbagaya Mukolo. I'm a land and land governance expert practicing in Kenya. On today's episode, like I said last time, I want to talk about powers of attorney. And this is because, in the past I have seen people walking around with powers of attorney and dealing in people's land, and people have lost land because wanasema ati niko na power of attorney. Huyo mtu ako ngambo, ako America, amenipatia power of attorney. Wanauza shamba ya mtu, wanachukua pesa, wanakula, na huyo mwenye ako ngambo hata hajui ati alipeana power of attorney. And even the people who are dealing in this land, who are buying this land with people walking around with powers of attorney, hawajui those powers of attorney whether they are genuine or not. So what is a power of attorney and how does it work? And I want to talk about a power of attorney and confine myself to issues land only. On issues land peke yake. So what is a power of attorney? A power of attorney is where a person who is an owner of a land will appoint another person and grant him powers to deal in his land for his own benefit, under his instruction on how he wants that land dealt in. Normally, the person who appoints or gives a power of attorney to another person will appoint somebody whom he thinks or feels has their best interest at heart, or that person whom they believe will carry out these instructions to their best interest, for their benefit and in their best interest. So lazima utafute mtu, ukitaka kupeana power of attorney, tafuta mtu ambao unaamini, ambao unajua atafanya hiyo mambo yako katika hiyo mambo ya shamba in your best interest. And the person you appoint in this case under the power of attorney is not an attorney. You can appoint anybody, your sister, your brother, your father, It's not an attorney that you appoint under power of attorney. You can appoint anybody whom you grant. So you grant this person the power of attorney to act on your behalf in certain matters. Normally they say the donor, so you donate your powers to somebody else to act on your behalf in that matter or in that particular issue of land. So when you are appointing a power of attorney, this thing, the person you appoint you appoint in this case must be above 18 years old in this country. The person you appoint must be an adult, so it must be above 18 years of age. And a power of attorney, when you want to do one, please approach your lawyer. Normally people in the diaspora or people are not able to transact normally appoint people to deal for them in those matters of land. They'll appoint somebody, they'll grant a power of attorney to somebody to act on their behalf. So normally a power of attorney is drawn by a lawyer. So the lawyer will drop the agreement, will put in the names of both parties, that is the donor and the donee, that is the person who is appointing and the appointed person. All your names and your addresses will appear in the document. Then after that, you will appear yourself, you'll appear again before a registrar with that document. So that document will also be signed by both parties. In the presence of the lawyer, they'll be signed, they'll be duly executed, duly signed. Then after that, you go before a registrar. Then the registrar will look at that power of attorney document, ensure that it is in order. Then if she or he is sure that the document is in order, he will then work out the stamp duty. You will pay stamp duty, and then the registrar will cause the instrument to be registered. So the stamp duty will be paid. Thereafter, the power of attorney document will also be registered. The power of attorney document must be registered. So if somebody is walking around with the power of attorney, ndugu yetu wako America, but mimi ndio niko na power of attorney, na kuna ka document hapo hata huwezi kuverify, it's not registered, wasijua watu wamesign wapi. Tafadhali take time to verify that the power of attorney is in order before you can start dealing with these people on issues land. By the way, many people have really lost their land through fake powers of attorney. Watu wameenda wameuza mashamba za watu with fake powers of attorney. Kitambo mtu agundue mtu amepoteza pesa zake, that person had a fake power of attorney, akakula pesa na hakuna shamba umenunua hewa. So you must confirm that that power of attorney is genuine and that it's indeed registered and that that person has authority to transact in that land on behalf of the owner. It is so important. Now, this power of attorney, there are various types of powers of attorney that can be given. So let us say you are the one who wants to appoint someone. You want to appoint an attorney to act for you in a certain matter. You can give them general, a general power of attorney. That means they can deal on anything of yours general. Watafanya mambo ya mashamba, mangombe zako, shares, kila kitu watadeal na hiyo vitu yako yote. So you also need to be careful. What una donate powers gani kwa huyu mtu? What kind of powers are you donating to this person whom you are appointing as a whom you are granting the power of attorney to deal on your behalf? So those ones, they can be general. Then of course there are those ones that are specific. So you do a power of attorney that is very specific to a certain item, maybe to deal only on one piece of property, maybe just one item only. So it is specific, itadeal na hiyo kitu peke yake alafu imalizie. Kwa sababu tena ukiwacha general, pengine ulikuwa unataka tu auze shamba yako ya Gilgil, pole. Ukiwacha general unapata aliuza ya Gilgil, ya Nairobi, ya Kilifi, ya shamba zako zote, kila kitu shares ameuza. So you must also be very specific if you only want them to deal with one aspect. Then of course there is the irrevocable power of attorney. This one cannot be revoked unless both parties, the appointer and the appointee, the donor and the donee, agree that okay, let us now revoke this power of attorney, is no longer working, we don't need it anymore. Both parties must agree. So again, for you who's doing the power of attorney, you must be careful what kind of power of attorney you want to give out. And remember, I said the person you are appointing is not necessarily an attorney. The only thing is that they must be above 18 years of age. In this case, if you want a power of attorney, please talk to your lawyers. They will guide you. They will ensure that the stamp duty is paid in line with the Stamp Duty Act for powers of attorney. They'll also ensure that the power of attorney is registered as required under the law, the specific law that deals with the registration of documents. So please, I repeat, kama unataka mtu deal in your property with a power of attorney, ensure it is properly written, because when you do the power of attorney, the donor is giving certain rights and duties to the donee, and the donee is also acquiring rights and responsibilities. So let us be careful on what kind of power of attorney we want to give out to the people we want to deal in our land. Musipofanya hivyo, mutalia baadaye. Of course, if you have somebody who you are sure will act in your best interest, it can be good to have somebody who has a power of attorney to help you deal with certain issues. I know of cases whereby some people, when they got sick, they had not appointed somebody dealing their land. Sasa unataka pesa tu ya kwenda hospitali ufike India ama wapi ama abroad for treatment, lakini wewe vile umekopa na kila kitu hata hakuna mtu anaweza uza. Na wewe mwenyewe ni mgonjwa, unataka pesa kwenda hospitali ama unataka pesa kufanyia kitu. So sometimes it's good, but get somebody who you trust, who you feel will act in your best interest. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to me. And if this is your first time, please hit the like button and also subscribe to our video. We will continue sharing more issues on matters land. Thank you so much and God bless you.